What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Eros Ramazzotti. Once again, big thank you to Michaela, who has provided both a proper album and this compilation of singles or hits, and I've been going through them in alternation, and we are listening to one from the self-titled singles compilation, and it's Una Storia Importante. So I remember I mentioned this last time when I was looking at the track listing. And yes, I don't speak Italian, I don't read Italian, but I am literate enough to know that this likely means an important story. So yes, I wonder what kind of important story. Is this on a personal level? Is this on a national level? Is this on a human level more broadly? And though I expect all of the words to be in Italian and thus to not necessarily have any particular insight, it does make me curious about the theme here. So in any case, let's hear it. This is Eros Ramazzotti. The tune is Una Storia Importante, and it comes from his 1997 self-titled singles compilation.
Quante scuse ho inventato io fare sempre a modo mio, evitare così una storia importante. Non volevo così ritrovarmi già grande. Quanta gente ho incontrato io, quante storie, quante compagnie. Ora voglio di più, una storia importante. Quello che sei tu, forse sei tu. Per difenderti, la tua paura è anche un po' la mia. Forse noi dobbiamo ancora crescere, forse un alibi, una bugia. Se ti cerco, ti nascondi, ma poi ritorni. Fermati un istante, parla chiaro, metti gli occhi dentro i miei, come ti vorrei. Non riesco a liberarmi, questa vita mi disturba, sai, come ti vorrei, quanto ti vorrei, no. Come ti vorrei, quanto ti vorrei, oh yeah. Come ti vorrei, quanto ti vorrei.
It's a very gradual fade, which, when it comes to fades, is the better approach, I think. But yeah, so I like that lead keyboard melody. There was a very light and high sort of celestial keyboard layer, kind of had a crystalline quality to it. Definitely some nice guitar work. Not like constant or intense, but just these occasional guitar flourishes. There was that lead into the chorus where it was like a rapidly pulsing bass line that did catch my ear too. But I like the way the verses were a bit more smooth and mellow, and then the choruses had a bit more energy and fullness to the sound. And yeah, again, I got little words here and there. Again, I don't speak or read Italian, though I do speak and read more than speaking a bit of Spanish. And although they are not the same, Spanish and Italian, they're both like Romance or Latin languages, and thus there are some words which are very similar. So there's little bits and pieces there that I caught, but not enough to get a sense of what he's saying in terms of the actual narrative or theme here. And maybe I'm wrong, but I would think this would be more like a story, yes, but maybe one that is more than like any one person. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, maybe it's about like cultural or even like religious beliefs or something, but yeah, it feels like this might be making a broader statement about people, whether that is like Italian people or, you know, humanity in the current moment or even humanity more broadly than that. But either way, again, I enjoy his vocal flourishes. There were a couple moments, they were limited, but a couple moments where he, you know, heated up his delivery slightly, though overall he has this kind of mellow lyrical delivery. And I think I said this in a previous Eros reaction, but I noticed it here, or I had this sensation here, that like, and I don't even know Phil Collins' work all that much. I'm going through the Hits CD, also provided by Michaela, but I had a sense here that like, you know, this sounds like maybe what Phil Collins would sound like if he sung in Italian. It just felt like something about the vibe of the tune gave me Phil Collins vibes, though again, I freely concede that I'm not particularly knowledgeable about his catalog either. Nevertheless, I do enjoy, as I said, the different sonic elements, the keyboard lines in particular, and yes, I do look forward to any insights people may have about the lyrics. And as I've been doing, I'm going to jump back next time to the album that came 1 year before this, the CD of which Michaela has also sent. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you then. Peace.